Doc, what do you just really make of Joel's game tonight?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
What most impressed you?
No, he was great. I mean, I loved his energy overall. Just, very aggressive, very physical. We talked about it with a shot blocker. You cannot, you have to shoulder in the chest a lot. I thought he did that. That kept him off balance, would allow Joel to get his step backs. There was a lot of, Joel was phenomenal, obviously, and we needed every point and just how dominant he was. But I thought he was great on the defensive end, too. I know he had more than 0 blocks. Like, I'm positive of that tonight. And then I thought, like the unsung hero of the game was Tobias. That third quarter guarding Garland, Matisse had fouls, needed a blow, and we were going to give him like one possession. And we actually put someone else on Garland. Tobias said, I got him. We said, oh, okay, let's see. And he went that 6-minute stretch between the end of the third, early fourth, without Matisse on the floor with Tobias on Garland was absolutely huge for us tonight.
Let's go back to Joel. He did have 10 assists.
Yeah.
It really just kind of seems like
Yeah, he did everything. And you know what I liked tonight? There was a stretch, like, if you remember, I think it was 4 minutes, 3.5 in the third. We couldn't get stoppage. We know because we needed him out. You could see he was gassed. And he did a great job of, like, getting guys going to dribble handoffs, knowing that he's tired, but his value is so enormous because you come off of Joel, that guy is going to be able to go downhill. And we got 2 or 3 buckets off of that. And then there was a foul, and he got to come out. That was 6 points in that stretch. That was big for us.
What did you think of his passing in the first quarter, specifically?
Just great.
With Mobley?
Yeah, we didn't know if they were going to come or not. Obviously, we work on it every day. You never know where they're going to come from. We work on all the angles every day. But we're really doing well when guys come low now. Matisse is there every single time. I thought giving Matisse those 2 early layups, and then we get to skip pass to the opposite corner. He's just, really, he's not known yet for his passing, but I think he's starting to be.
Just go back to Matisse. Like, this really kind of seems like offensive end. He's still continuing to improve as a cutter all the
Yeah, he's so much better.
But is that something that you kind of sat him down with and be like, hey,
we just show him. We work on it. He sees it. We early on, and most players do. They look at the ball instead of looking at their man. When you're a cutter, you shouldn't even pay attention to the ball much. But right when your guy turns his head, because they will, and right when they turn their head, that's when Matisse cuts. His timing on it is perfect now.
6 steals tonight are his career high.
That's all. I'm gonna talk to him. I think I had like 11 one game. I was in Utah. You'll get that joke if you were around a long time. So.
When you zoom out over the course of your career, thinking about the great defenders you coach, what makes him special?
His closing speed. Really. He's the best I've ever seen in that. There's so many times you think he's almost out of position, and he comes from behind or he shooting the gap. I think the last probably 2 weeks he's really getting better with shooting gaps, getting steals, being alert. I actually love his focus right now too. I think he's really focused in on what he needs to do.
You're doing this out of necessity because you're not here yet, but him and Danny on the floor together, you've done that a little bit more. Matisse and Danny on.
Yeah, we started tonight because they're just so darn big. Danny does the same thing. He spreads the floor. He makes shots. He gives us some size, some more toughness, and he's smart. He's been around a long time, so you can get away with that. They really, you look at it, they had one guard that was going to really get up and pressure, so we wasn't concerned about ball handling as much.
What did you see from Paul Reed tonight?
He was great. He really was. He's had 2 games in a row where he's just doing his job, and he runs the floor, he rebounds. He's a bit of an instigator, unintentionally. He just becomes an instigator with the way he plays. And I love that he's fearless. Like, he's not going to back down from anybody. Obviously they start posting him up, and, he doesn't have the size to guard some of those guys. So that's why we're out on the market trying to find one more big for nights like that.
Did you have to have a conversation with him or anything yesterday, just to be like, hey, you got to hold it down at least until maybe?
No, I mean, why do that? Like, somebody's got to play, right? And so he knows that he has an opportunity, and if not, Charles has an opportunity. So they don't need to hear that they have to hold it down. They just have to go be them and play. And if they do that, and do it well enough, then they can play.
You mentioned Tobias. Is that something he's ever done before?
He's done it. I think it's his third time this year doing it, and all 3 times he's been good at it. I can't remember. Dan was talking about it after the game, but like we were joking with him. Okay, then every night, but he has that was the best one though by far. He beat him to the spot, got under, didn't get beat off the dribble. That was an impressive thing. I didn't know that he could do it on a guy like that because Garland is tough. Thanks, guys.